Hey guys, it's Chris and I'm down at the Camping and Caravan Show 2024 down at the NEC. I'm here on the Tentbox stand to take a look at the brand new tents from Tentbox for this year, which is the Classic 2.0 and the Cargo 2.0, as well as the other tents that Tentbox have in their lineup. So let's take a look. So what I've got behind me is the new Classic 2.0. This is the midnight grey colour. It also comes in the sunset orange as well as the forest green, which is very similar to the Tentbox Lite 2.0 and the Lite XL models. The big differences, basically you've got a new outer shell, which is essentially better and more sturdier and better fabricated than the previous version of the Classic. What we've also got on the front here is essentially an extra door on the front. So on the previous version of the Classic, this overhang here, there was only a fly netting inside. So you either had to have that up or that down. Whereas on the new Classic, there's actually another door. So you can leave this up all the time as a bit of shelter, and then you'll still have a door and a fly net inside. Other big differences inside the tent is you've got the new the place to insert the new light strip, which comes with the tent as standard. You can flick that from warm light to daylight. It's a quite a cool little, nifty little feature, and it's something additional in, extra that you get with the tent. That's just a nice little extra thing. It's good. The other big difference is the ladder. So the ladder now basically has the foot-friendly step ladder, which is essentially that the actual ladder steps are horizontal to your feet, as opposed to kind of standing on the corners of the points. That was a big difference I noticed when I bought my Tentbox Lite XL, that the ladder was much comfier to climb, and basically they've brought that in on the new Classic and the new Cargo model as well. But yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Classic 2. I think it's a very good upgrade over the Classic 1, and the other bonus is that they've actually managed to bring the price down a little bit as well. So yeah, very good. I'm very impressed, and yeah, I think if you're interested in buying a Classic 2, I would definitely go for it. Okay, so what I've got behind me here is the brand new Tentbox Cargo 2.0. Now, as you can see, this has basically got the forest green colour. It also comes in a midnight grey as well as a sunset orange, all beautiful colours. I know from my experience with my Tentbox Lite XL that we have the slate grey, and I find the grey and the forest green to be a lot darker inside, particularly in the morning, but compared to the sunset orange, but they're all lovely colours. Just depends if you're a morning person, really. Big differences with the new Cargo is that it's got the new foot-friendly step ladder, which was introduced last year on the Lite 2.0 and the Lite XL. I've had both versions of the step ladder in the past, and the new foot-friendly step ladder, while it seems such a subtle difference, it makes a big difference climbing up the steps. It's a lot comfier. It is a lot comfier. Other big differences is at the top of the Cargo on the back, there's an extra window as well as some extra ventilation as well. Inside the tent, what you've got is a nice little storage area with pockets, and you've also got a clear area to store a tablet inside so that you can actually watch films just sort of with the tablet hanging up there. Again, same as the Classic 2.0, it's just an upgrade in general on the tent. Better fabric, better outer shell case as well. It's better machine, it's better quality, everything's just better. It's an upgrade from the previous versions. And for anyone thinking about upgrading from the previous Cargo, my wife, who's with me, made a point earlier when she saw this version of the Cargo versus our old Cargo. She did make the point and said it's a lot nicer. Like, it is a lot nicer, both inside and outside. It's a very nice upgrade. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this tent. Same with the Classic 2.0, both lovely tents, and definitely worth considering if you're thinking about either buying a Tentbox for the first time or you're thinking about upgrading. If you've got a light model and you're thinking about possibly making the jump up to like a Classic or a Cargo, then definitely I would consider going for it. The only difference is with something like the Lite XL, it's a bigger tent. The Tentbox Lite XL is a 4-person tent, whereas this is a 2-person tent, just like the Classic 2.0 is also a 2-person tent. So if you're after something bigger, if you've got kids or if you've got dogs and things like that, you may be more inclined to go for the bigger 4-person Lite XL. But if you're after a hard shell tent that pops up in 30 seconds, pops down in 30 seconds, if you're after a tent like the Cargo to carry paddle boards and kayaks on the top and things like that, this is exactly what you need. Just like I say, if you're after something bigger, then maybe the Lite XL would be better for you. But all the Tentbox tents in the lineup are of fantastic quality. I've done other reviews on this channel which are of the Lite 2.0 and the Lite XL, so check them out as well. And yeah, but regardless of what tent you went for from Tentbox, you couldn't really go wrong, especially with the new models. Everything's great. So yeah, so I'm happy to report a big difference, and definitely worth considering. So that's it for this year's Camping and Caravan Show 2024. As you can see, I've got the Tentbox stand behind me, and I've got to say, they've done a great job with these tents. They've got a fantastic lineup for this year moving forward into the future. Not only have they got the upgraded Lite 2.0 and the Lite XL, which they launched last year, but now they've got the brand new Classic 2.0 and the brand new Cargo 2.0 to complete the lineup. Big differences, just like there was last year with regards to the Lite 2.0 and the Lite XL in terms of the upgrade from the original Lite. Big differences this year for the Classic 2.0 and the Cargo 2.0. The big difference for me is the subtleties inside of the tents. I remember when we had our Cargo a few years ago, we had to create solutions that were very much botch jobs, but create solutions for certain things. For example, being able to watch an iPad in the Cargo. We had an iPad slotted inside a sandwich bag, like a see-through sandwich bag, and that was carabiner clipped onto the netting. Now in the new Cargo, they've basically got pockets and a transparent pocket, so you can slide an iPad in there or a tablet, and you can watch Netflix while you're lying in your tent. All these things have been thought out of in the new models, which tells me one thing which is really important, and that's that Tentbox are clearly paying attention and listening to the community that's been building over the last few years. People have obviously been making different solutions and trying different things with their tents, making different modifications. Tentbox have looked at this and thought, right, well, these ones are clearly popular, so let's integrate them into the new models, and that's what they've done. So yeah, big differences. The other, I guess, major difference with the Classic 2.0 and the Cargo 2.0 is that essentially the living pod's now attached to the new Classic and Cargo models, whereas before they didn't. The living pod was only available for the Lite 2.0 and the Lite XL, but now the Classic 2.0 and the Cargo 2.0 will both take the new living pod, but the living pods won't be backwards compatible with previous generations of the tents. So just so you know that moving forward. But what I would say is what I've said to everybody: if you're thinking about buying a tent box and you don't know which model to go for, there's not one model for everybody. Every different tent model suits a different person. I personally have got a Lite XL, and I wanted the Lite XL because it's a 4-person tent and we've got a lot more room inside. And even now, seeing the new models, I'm glad that we went for that very reason. I've spoke to a few people here today who wanted the Lite 2.0 because they didn't need that extra space. I've met people who wanted the Classic because they preferred that sort of more box pop-up in 30 seconds option. And I've spoken to people today who wanted the Cargo because they wanted to be able to mount things like kayaks, surfboards, pedal bikes on top. And that's what the Cargo's for. It's perfect. So every tent that a Tentbox offer does something different, and again, each tent will appeal to someone different, and that's the really important thing. So what I would say, if you've just watched this video, check out the other videos on the channel. I've done in-depth reviews of the Lite 2.0 and the Lite XL. I'm also going to be doing more review of the Classic 2.0 and the new Cargo 2.0 as well. So be sure to check them videos out. As always, any questions, just pop them in the comments. I will get back to you. And as always, in every video that I've got, if you look in the description, there will be a link to a discount code so you can grab yourself a discount, enjoy your new tent, and hopefully I will see you on the road at some point in the future. All right, guys, take it easy. Bye-bye.